Sure, the cashmere sweater in the store window or the newest car on the lot might look tempting, but a wealthy person will never buy something just because they feel like it. Warren Buffett, a billionaire investor, told Forbes if you buy things you don't need, you'll soon have to sell the things you do need. It doesn't mean that millionaires don't buy expensive things. They just think about the cost and how it will affect their bottom line before making a purchase. People with a lot of money know exactly where their money is going and what not to do with it. They don't often spend money on things that don't give them much in return. So, what exactly are the things rich people avoid? In this video, I'll take you to the expenses all rich people avoid. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Number 1. TV channels and video games. Rich people didn't get rich by sitting around all day and staring at a screen. They don't waste money on big TV packages or the newest video games because of this. According to Nielsen data from 2015, adults in households with annual incomes of less than $25,000 spent a lot more time with TV, video games, and the radio than adults in households with annual incomes of more than $75,000. These results show that households with lower incomes use their devices more than those with higher incomes. The author of Rich Habits, The Daily Success Habits of Wealthy People, Thomas Corley, found that 67% of rich people don't watch TV. But don't think that playing video games is a way to relax and that playing games at work is a waste of time. Some people make a lot of money by sitting in front of a screen all day. If watching TV and playing video games would bring money to your table, then you're doing just fine. Number 2. Lottery tickets. Rich people don't need to play the lottery though, since they already have a lot of money. But they still don't want to gamble with their money. Warren Buffett has said that the whole idea is bad and it is the government taking advantage of its own people. The government shouldn't make it easy for people to take their social security checks and waste them pulling a handle, he has said. Did you know that your odds of winning the grand prize in the Powerball lottery are about 1 in 292 million? Do not let yourself be tricked into thinking that the odds are in your favor. If you took the time to do the math, a Powerball ticket costs $2, which doesn't seem like much, but if you decide to play for a year and buy 2 tickets every time you go to the store, you would have thrown away more than $400. You might be shocked by these numbers, but there are better ways to make sure that your $400 pays off. Don't waste your hard-earned money on chance when you can put it towards a goal like retirement or college tuition that will help you build wealth guaranteed. And here's a hint. If you invest the same $416 every year and get just a 5% return, you'll have $28,055 in just 30 years. If that isn't enough to convince you, then I don't know what will. Number 3. Keeping up with what's new. Millionaires can buy the newest clothes from the best designers, but that doesn't mean they spend their hard-earned cash on expensive clothing. In fact, the founder of IKEA, Ingvar Kamprad, told Newsweek that he still doesn't want to wear anything that isn't from a flea market to set a good example. And Bill Gates told Time that he still wears the same $10 watch even though he can afford a closet full of Rolexes. One of the reasons why we have this urge of keeping up with what's new is peer pressure. This is a real problem, but you don't have to go into debt to keep up with the latest trends. Even if all your friends, neighbors, or co-workers have the latest must-have tech gadgets, that doesn't mean you need one too. You'll find out that these people can't even afford these gadgets and only give in to the same pressure you're trying to stay away from. Rich people know that everyone has a different idea of what makes a good life. You'll find that billionaires don't even have the newest iPhone, even though they have enough money to buy a whole store if they wanted to. What people think about you is less important than what you think about yourself. Think about how you want your life to be now and in the future. Don't let anyone else decide for you what to do. Number 4. Extended warranties. If you buy a new 4K TV, for example, you were probably asked at some point, would you like to buy an extended warranty? But Consumer Reports say that a person who is doing well financially has a simple answer to that question. No. Even though people want to get the most of the things they buy, extended warranties don't usually give you more for your money. Consumer reports say that stores keep 50% or more of the money they get from extended warranties. Extended warranties are not something that rich people usually buy. So, what do people with money do? They do thorough research, and you should do the same. Check the manufacturer's warranty before agreeing to an extended warranty. For example, it's possible for you to have more coverage than you thought at first. Also, compare the price of repairs to the price of an extended warranty. Consumer reports say that most of the time, it's better to save the money you would spend on a better warranty to pay for future repairs yourself. So if a salesperson tries to sell you an extended warranty the next time, end the conversation quickly. Number 5. Impulse buying. Have you ever entered a store with the intention of purchasing just one item but left with a full shopping cart? Perhaps there was a buy one get one free sale at the grocery store, so you picked up a few additional products. Or maybe you purchased designer shoes during a flash sale on your preferred apparel website. Regardless of the circumstances, this is not a habit of rich people. Successful individuals are planners, and impulsive purchases are often incompatible with this characteristic. Successful individuals avoid waste, overspending, and debt. 3 outcomes of impulsive spending. They understand better than anybody else that by making careful purchases, they can reach a lifestyle many rungs higher on the wage ladder. Number 6. Junk food. This one strikes close to home, but the next time you are out shopping, consider the likelihood of seeing a millionaire devouring kebabs, hamburgers, or french fries from the ready-to-eat area of the supermarket. I believe that it is quite unlikely. Rich individuals are actually fascinated with eating clean and will make every effort to include these practices into their diet. You will be surprised to discover that the most significant difference between a millionaire's daily meal and that of a person with a moderate income is not the price of the items. They eat the same grains and veggies as us ordinary humans, but in a far more hygienic manner. So rather than having buns with your burger, why not just wrap it in lettuce? And we're halfway done through the video. What do you think about the things mentioned? Do you agree with what has been said so far? What struck you the most? We'd love to hear about that in the comment section as we all try to help each other out. We'd love to hear what you think about all of this. Also, please do hit that small like button if so far you see this video as interesting. And going back. Number 7. Inflated interest rates. Rich people try to keep their credit score high so they don't have to pay a lot for loans. Your credit score is one of the most important factors that go into figuring out how much you'll pay for car loans, mortgages, and other loans. You can save hundreds or even thousands of dollars in interest over the life of a loan just by having a higher credit score. People with low credit scores, on the other hand, may not be able to get loans at all. People who are good with money keep their credit reports clean by paying their bills on time, keeping their debt levels low, and fixing any mistakes they find. And if you have a good credit history but still have a balance on some credit cards, you might want to call the card companies and ask for a higher credit limit. A higher limit will make you use less of your available credit, which could help your score. The faster you can pay off debt, the lower your interest rate needs to be. Number 8. Designer brands. On the red carpet, you might see a lot of designer labels, but many rich people don't usually buy designer labels. They have enough money to spend a lot on high-end stores, but they know that doesn't always mean they should. So, what do the rich buy? The answer may change from day to day. Michelle Obama, who used to be the first lady, wore some designer clothes, but she was also seen getting on Air Force Ones and talking to the press during her time her husband was president while wearing dresses from Target. So if you want to be like rich people, stop and think whether those $200 designer jeans are really worth the money or whether a $30 pair of jeans from a discount store will do the trick. Shop smart and keep your budget and financial goals in mind at all times. Number 9. An overpriced house. Rich people still look for deals, even though they have much more money to spend on a home. They want to get the most for their money and not feel like they're being taken advantage of. Yes, they might still spend millions, but they will try to get a better deal than the price on the list. Some rich people are so wealthy that they don't even buy a big fancy house. According to US News and World Report, Warren Buffett may be the 3rd richest man in the world, but he still lives in the home he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Number 10. Expensive grooming. Everyone needs a trim every now and then. but some famously wealthy people don't think it's important enough to pay for. According to Time, businessman and billionaire John Caldwell cuts his own hair, and IKEA founder Ingvar Kamprad told Newsweek that he gets his haircut in developing countries as a way to help out. Think about these the next time you're up for an expensive hairdo. Number 11. Low interest savings account. Do you like saving money to your bank account because it's safe and you can take money out whenever you want? Would you like to get more money for your interest? If you said yes to both questions, you need to change your plan to really be like a wealthy person. Interest on regular savings account isn't very high. As of 2022, the national savings account rate is only 0.06%, which is a far cry from what you can get from a high-yielding savings account. If you look outside of traditional brick-and-mortar banks, you can find high-yielding savings accounts. For example, online banks often have the best return rates because they don't have as many or as high costs. Explore your online savings accounts options if you want to get richer by making smart choices with your money. Well, that's basically 11 of the expenses all rich people avoid. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this, then you will probably learn a lot more from watching this other video. 12 things poor people don't know about money that keeps them poor. If you click on the screen right now, you can go and watch that. Do you want to learn more on how to thrive wisely? What videos would you want to watch next? Feel free to comment down below. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.